How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on Chemo 365, where I hope out of the 365 days out of the year, you can find a video that you can relate to. And as always, guys, if you want to help support the channel, please consider subscribing by clicking that subscribe button down at the bottom, and doing things like leaving comments and giving me the thumbs up for the video all help support the channel. Guys, I am so stoked. Finally, after years, The Rock has announced just a few days ago that he's going to be playing the role of King Kamehameha I. He's been wanting to do this since the early 2000s. We've all been having this discussion, like, is it going to happen since the early 2000s? And some people are pretty stoked, and some people are not so pretty stoked. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today is, should The Rock do the role, or should he know his role and not do it? Just like everything else in life, there's people that are okay with it and people that are not okay with it. Let's start off with the people that are not okay with it. Okay, let me start off with the naysayers, right? The people that aren't so thrilled that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is going to play Kamehameha I. Let me build up some drama here. So a lot of people don't realize that the state of Hawaii actually was a monarchy. We are the only state in the whole United States that had a monarchy, and it started with King Kamehameha I. There is no other, in my opinion, figure from the Hawaiian heritage that is more important than King Kamehameha I. It can be argued that there's some others in there, but to me, the big one that united everybody, he is the most important. I went to his school for a little bit, Kamehameha schools, back when you had to actually prove your heritage, your lineage, that you had some type of Hawaiian ancestry in you. So I understand that, So I understand that some people aren't so happy that a half Samoan and half African American is playing such an iconic role. So I get that. Now, keeping it in that same ethnicity conversation, there's talk about the whitewashing of Hollywood. I know we're not white, we're brown, but it's substituting one ethnicity for another. I mean, if you made a Japanese movie about an emperor and put a Chinese actor in that role, that would be crazy. And that's essentially what's happening here is, there's shifting of roles where there's a ton of really high quality Hawaiian actors out there. So the argument could be made, hey, why don't you offer that to Jason Momoa? He's part Hawaiian. He might make it a little bit more believable and more realistic. And then even still, if you're not going to offer the role to Jason Momoa, another point could be made like, hey, Rock, you're so famous. You're so wealthy. Why don't you ask somebody of Kamehameha's ancestry, or at least of some type of Hawaiian ancestry, help promote them? Why don't you do all those things, Rock? And finally, and most importantly for me, this gets us away from all the ethnicity conversation, is just the fact that some people don't think that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a very good actor. Good action star, really funny, great comedic timing, super good in the ring for wrestling, but does he have enough chops to pull off such an iconic role that's very important to the Hawaiian culture? A lot of people don't think he can. And let's admit it, guys, on the real, The Rock does not have a lot of Academy Award-winning performances in his portfolio. So for those reasons, all of the naysayers are like, maybe Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is not the right guy for the job. Okay, we got the naysayers on this side. Let's jump over to this side, to the people that say, hell yeah, we want The Rock to play K1. And I'm going to let you guys know right now, I am more on this side than I am on this side. And really, the only thing that's attaching me to this side is the fact that I did a little bit of acting, and I really had hoped that The Rock would help promote somebody new. Right? That's the only thing I would have wished. But you know what? There's more good on this side than there is bad. And the first thing I want to talk about is the 800-pound gorilla in the room, right? He's so big, you don't know what you're looking at until you realize what you're looking at. And that is, it's not your movie, guys. It's The Rock's movie. If you want to catch people in a movie, you get the money together, you get the package together, you generate enough interest around the movie so people want to bid on it. That's all stuff that The Rock did. This is somebody that's been wanting to play this role. I don't know what it is. He's not even Hawaiian, but he has a connection to this role that's made him push it this far. So literally, guys, I hate to say it, but it's not your movie. The last point I want to make is we really need The Rock's reputation and star power to bring people in, to hook people in, to listen to this story. My worry is that the story is going to kind of end up where Once Were Warriors ended up. And guys, if you haven't seen the movie Once Were Warriors, it's about the Maori in New Zealand and kind of the troubles that they go through. And it is a smashing movie. If you ask most people in Hawaii, hey, have you seen Once Were Warriors? Man, it generated so many good actors. It's an awesome story. It's an awesome movie. But here in Las Vegas, when I ask people about it, 99.9% of them don't know about that movie. And I'm sure a lot of you watching this right now aren't going to know about it. And I don't want that to happen to this movie. I can see in my mind, and as dear to my heart as I want an unknown Hawaiian actor to get launched into the stratosphere, my fear is if it went that way, the story's being told, he's acting his butt off, he's got the budget, he's got everything there, he's got the great script, but because the story is not relatable to people and there's no hook or draw for a major movie star to be in it, that it'll fall to the side and be like Once Were Warriors. And guys, I'm not trying to say that Once Were Warriors is a horrible movie. I just want this story to be huge. I want it to be epic, just like 300, because it's got all of the components that 300 has in it. And when I do my next video, I'm going to give you everything to expect from the movie that's coming out by The Rock. But that's what I mean. This is our best chance, guys. This is our best chance to get the world to see this story about King Kamehameha I. Without it, I think we're risking it. And if we miss the opportunity, it may never come again. Guys, ever since I was in Kamehameha elementary schools, and it was taught to me that our ancestry is becoming extremely rare, I've wanted this movie to be launched into a global scale. And because of The Rock's reputation, this gives us the best chance of it being heard. And I know that's not the answer that most people want to hear, but it's the honest to God truth. Having The Rock in our corner and him believing in the role as much as I think I do, I think gives this movie the best shot at being seen by the most people. Alright guys, I think I flapped my gums long enough. That's the ending of this video. And I know I'm going to get a lot of people that say, no, we don't need The Rock. We don't have to follow him and ride his coattails into victory. All we need is a solid actor and they're going to do just fine. That's fine too. And I know there's a lot of people that are going to be thrilled just like me that we got such a big actor like The Rock to help us tell this story. Whatever side you're on, leave your comments on the bottom. Let's see what people say. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to Chemo365, please do. If you liked the video, please give me the thumbs up. And as always, I'll catch you guys later.